Mariners lose 3-2. They fall to 44-44 on the season, and they fall to 4-2 on the road trip, and they fall to 2-1 in this series against the Astros. As you can probably tell, I'm recording this from my phone. I posted one where I recorded from my computer. The hotel Wi-Fi here is absolutely terrible. I'm not going to say what hotel I'm at that's having this trouble, but I will say that it would be awfully sweet if I could contact my local embassy. First of all, I had to watch this game very early in the morning. That was not fun, especially because I knew what happened, especially in the eighth inning. Quickly go over how it happened. I don't have my little notes in front of me. This is going to be a really short video, but the one I posted the first time was just absolute gobbledygook, and I refuse to have that on my channel. Second time in like that's happened. I'm sorry, guys. Astros get 2 in the first, one kind of the fault of an error. Mariners get 1 in the third on an infield single by Crawford. In the fourth, they tie the game with a single by Jose Caballero. Having to use my memory a little early this morning, guys. And then in the eighth inning, Martin Maldonado homers off of Andres Munoz. Baseball's a stupid game. Baseball's a really stupid game. To lose in that fashion, I mean, I'm okay with losses, obviously. Everybody loses. C'est la vie. It happens. Martin Maldonado is a bad offensive baseball player, a really bad offensive baseball player. And Andre Munoz is one of the best relievers in baseball, maybe the most talented reliever in all of baseball. So you lose that way? Oh, that's not fair. Quickly want to say thank you to everybody who came and said hi to me at the Futures game. I had an absolute blast. It was a ton of fun. Got to meet up with some old writing buddies. Not as many as I would have liked, but I did get to see a few, and I got to hang out with some buddies. In fact, the one play I got to see live was I walked down to see my buddy Alex and his wife Emily, and they happened to be watching the game on the phone while we were waiting for the Celebrity All-Star game to start. And that's what I saw right on the phone, was just Martin Maldonado taking Andres Munoz deep. Oh, it's a stupid game. By the way, you notice I'm wearing the hat? Yeah, that All-Star hat or that 4th of July hat is retired. You can't call that a lucky hat when you are losing. Apparently, while you're doing this thing, that's great. That's phenomenal. You'd think it would just block calls while I was recording. Anyway, what the heck was I talking about? I had a lot of fun at the Futures game. I think that's what I was talking about. And it was good to see a bunch of you. The celebrity softball game actually is really fun to watch in person as well. I've been to a lot of those. I've never actually been to, well, I've been to one All-Star game when I was like 15 in Colorado. And every other time I've had to fly home before. But I had a lot of fun. And I would recommend going to those events if you happen to be around the country or whatnot. Really recommend it. It's a lot of fun. I thought Brian Wu was really good today. Yesterday. I thought he pitched really well. It was a rough first inning. That was hurt by Dylan Moore. That run probably doesn't score without that error, but it is. I thought he bounced back really nicely. A lot of rookies in that situation fall apart. The poise he's shown has been great. I thought Suarez had a nice game with 3 walks. Jose Caballero played a really good baseball game. His speed made a big difference today, or Moore's acumen on the bases made a big difference today. AJ Pollock is terrible. And he should be off the roster, but he's not going to be off the roster, and we know why. It's his money. It's the same thing for Colton Wong, even though he's been a little better lately. We know why those guys are there. It's very clear. The Mariners are not willing to eat those contracts. Sad. Sad that they're operating like that as a team, but it's not surprising, is it? Get this up a little bit. Sorry about that. This is going to drag you all the way down, I guess. It's not fun to hold a phone for 5 minutes. That's a bummer of a loss. And I do think today's game's big. I think Gilbert needs to come out and pitch well because it could just be me. I think getting the season above 500 is big. If you would have told me after the loss to the Nationals and then getting your butt kicked by the Rays that they would be a game over 500 at the break, oh, sign me up. Sign me up. A game under isn't so bad. You're still absolutely in this thing, but there's something about being a game over 500 that resonates with me. Yeah, this was a bummer of a loss, but it's hard to complain too much because I got to watch a really cool event and see some nice folks. Follow me on Twitter. I don't tweet a whole heck of a lot anymore at Crawford_MILB, but you can get all your news there. Follow me on Blue Sky, which is great, at Crawford Chris V, Sports Sometimes podcast, and the RotoWire Fantasy Baseball podcast. Here's hoping this works and I can upload this to YouTube. Because that last video, oh my goodness gracious, it looked like found horror footage, and I promise you I'm not being murdered. Not yet. Go Mariners, but Martin Maldonado, goodness gracious.